Hello everybody, Agent P. Kelly here, and today I'm going to be looking at the Hasbro Marvel Legends 12-inch Wolverine. He comes with 8 accessories. Let's jump right in and give him a look. So first I want to look at the box, and I actually don't keep my boxes for my figures, but with this it's just so nice that I knew I had to keep it. Regretfully didn't do that for my 12-inch Deadpool, but that's alright. So on the front, as you can see on the bottom, small parts, not for children under 3. Hasbro logo, the Marvel Legends logo, Wolverine, right in that nice holographic look, and a giant window, to show all the accessories, but obviously I already took them all out. On this side, we got a nice promotional image of Wolverine with his cowl down, his claws back in his fist, and again in that holographic look, Marvel Legends series on the bottom. On the back, a real nice promotional image of just an angry Logan ready to jump into battle with some like claw marks on the back. Again, in this nice holographic look. If you look down here, I got some more promotional images showing off the different things. The claws with the cowl head. You got the little hood. All these great things and more legal stuff and Marvel, Hasbro. And on this side, just kind of pissed off Logan, and again that Marvel Legends logo. All right, let's take a look at the accessories. And as I said, this figure comes with 8 accessories: 2 alternate heads, 1 cowl down piece, 2 shoulder pads, and 2 unclawed fists. I really like the assortment of accessories. You don't need that much for Wolverine. It's Wolverine. You just need really clawed and unclawed fists. And I'd be happy, but they included all this additional stuff, which I think is great. So let's take a look at the accessories individually. And the first accessory I want to look at is the unmasked Logan head, and my god, is this great. I know it's just a likeness to a comic book character, but again, the likeness is great, and I think gets the job well done. The eyes look great, the stubble looks great, the eyebrows look great. Everything about this head sculpt is great. I'm not really surprised. Hasbro nails their head sculpts most of the time with their 6-inch figures, so obviously they would nail a 12-inch figure. And all the little details, in the face creases, and again the eyes, they're looking off to the side a little bit, which is nice. Stubble is great, and the hair I really like too. There's a lot going on with it. It's all one shade of black, but it's great. The shadows and whatnot, and how light will hit it will, of course, affect the look of it. And if you want to grab your Wolverine figure and plop the head right on, it looks great. And I got the hood on too, which again is another great accessory. I guess I'll look at this too while I'm at it. Great, folds and just sits right on here, real nice, and gives a nice unmasked look to Wolverine, which I really think looks great. Now for the second, or I guess third accessory I want to look at is this angry head. And again, a perfectly good head sculpt. Actually, my favorite of the heads. I don't have it displayed like this because my shelf doesn't have that much room to put him in an angry stance. But this is a wonderful head. You got rips in the mask with hair coming out, scratches everywhere. I actually didn't notice these scratches until today on the back of the cowl. And I've had this figure for months, so just really cute, cool. Got a nice open mouth expression. Just the teeth look great. Just all the bullet holes and scratches. I can't. This really just draws my attention. I can't look away when I'm looking at it. Just trying to inspect. Oh, there's even like cracks in it, like leather. I'm noticing little details as I review it, and just a great head. And again, if you want to plop it onto your Wolverine head, a bit tight, but it looks great. Obviously, it looks a little weird in a neutral stance, but, as soon as you pose him with his claws ready to go into battle, it's great. And just looks wonderful. I don't know if it's just through the camera, I think, but it looks a little big on the body. but that's fine. I mean, I think it's just on camera how it looks. So, yeah. And the next accessories I want to look at are the fists, and these are great. You know, I mean, they're fists. What else can you get? But I really like the sculpted on, like, pads for the knuckles or whatever, for, you know, on the fingers. Like, really nice. And I like the paint, although, you know, misses the mark a little bit here, but you're not really going to look at that. But yeah, I love all the sculpted detail. It looks like leather, you know, as much as it can. Really looks great on both fists, just looks wonderful. And let's grab our Wolverine figure. I have one fist here. And then the other fist. That looks great. So, I mean, it's fists, so, like, nothing too special with them, but, you know, they translate really well, I think, to the glove parts. You know, a little bit of gapping, but that's, of course, so you can get that wrist articulation, but it just, you know, they look really good, and I think they did a great job with the fists. So, yeah. And next up for accessories, we have these shoulder pad things, and these are awesome. I love the damage on these. And what's great about the damage, too, is it's different. It's not, you know, the same sculpt just flipped. It's different. It's unique, and it looks great. You know, we got some claw marks here, maybe from a fight with Sabretooth. A little bit of, like, I don't know, it kind of looks like teeth were on the, this, you know, chipping away of the metal, just really, or the metal, it really looks good. There's no marbling in the plastic either. I can't tell if this is just, you know, metallic blue paint over something, or it's just, you know, was made in metallic blue. And for this one, again, looks great with the bullet holes, all the scratches, just, looks so awesome. And like all the other accessories, we're going to bring in our Wolverine figure. And actually with these, you're going to want, with the different pegs, make sure the smaller one is on the front and the bigger one is on the back. So just like, it's a bit tough to get them in, but you know, you just kind of find the sweet spot. And do the same for the other side. And let's see, there we go. And these look really good. They really match well with the angry head. And also some just different things you can do for this figure later on in the review, but these look great. And if you wanted to have them down for some reason, you could, but I mean, I think it's supposed to be like this. But, you know, whatever. It's your figure. You can do with it what you want. So, yeah, I really think this is a just great look. You know, they really look awesome. So, yeah. And here is Wolverine as a whole. And, oh, man, this figure is just awesome. I don't know what more you could want in this figure. It's a perfect 12-inch plastic representation of Wolverine, and oh man, I always jump back and forth between this and Deadpool for one of my favorite 12-inch figures. They're so good. The detail is amazing on this. You know, the paintwork is great, the sculpting. I love everything about this figure. So, let's take a look at it more in depth. I do quickly want to individually look at the claw hands, and same as the fists, basically, except there's claws coming out of it, and these look great. The claws are so good, nice thick plastic, so as opposed to the 6-inch figure, you're not going to have any things like this. It looks perfect. Sure, they're a little close together in some parts, but again, they look real nice. But yeah, everything is the same as the normal fists, except again, holes for the claws to go in. The paint's a little bit off on these, but I don't mind. A little bit of chipping probably from me playing with it a bunch. So yeah. Now let's look at Wolverine, and here is his neutral head, and mine's a little off with his fins or ears of the mask, but besides that, this is a great head sculpt. Just looks real nice. Got some like little cracks of the leather, and oh man, got some stubble and whatnot. It just looks great. I mean, it's not that much sculpt wise. It's pretty similar in fashion to the normal Logan head, although he's smirking, whereas this is kind of frowning. But yeah, this looks intimidating, like tipping it down and whatnot. And for articulation, it's just on a nice ball peg, you know, up and down. And the head goes on fairly easily most of the time. I have to, yeah, there we go. And for articulation, when looking around, the head on mine at least twists off, but you can look that much that way. There, look up. Well, I guess we know where the limit is, but put that head back on. Yeah, I don't know if it's just mine, but yeah, looks down that much. Really good on the down look, but not so much with the up, but you can use the ab crunch to kind of cheat your way. So yeah, and oh man, just the articulation on this figure is great. I do have the issue with this one, this little shoulder pad being a little loose, so it doesn't want to sit up that much, but I kind of just find its sweet spot when posing it around. You got some nice butterfly joints here, and I just want to look at the paint on the torso. We got a little bit of darker paint between the pecs right there and in the abs too. Of course, the nice black tiger stripe in parts, nice down the back too. And with the torso, you have this little right here. It does crack a little bit, and I don't know, it feels a little restrained when you go like that. Again, right there. You have a nice ab crunch, but it's halted by the belt, which I'll get into the belt in a second. And it goes back that much. So not a ton. And this belt is amazing. The amount of detail on this, it looks like it's leather. You know, nice paint job on the X. Missed it a little bit right there, but you can't really notice it that much until you get up close. Yeah, really just nice. Looks like leather, which I really like. And for the legs, kick up that much. Swivel right there. Won't go too far, but that might be mine. Doesn't kick back that much. Leg goes out about that much. And the knee bends. Ooh. Up to here, and then you got some nice ankle articulation, ankle pivot, toe articulation, which is really nice to have. So you can have some cool running poses, and you know, same articulation on the other leg. So I'll just quickly run through that. A little bit of swivel here, knee, ankle pivot, and toe articulation. And I gotta say, the boots look great. You got your like little legal stuff here, but just the sole looks great with the little X logo, you know. And again, replicating that leatherish look, I really like. You got some, you know, folds and whatnot. It just looks great. I also forgot to mention the boot rotates a little bit on both legs. Ugh. And next up, you got the arms. And as I said, you got a little bit of articulation here for these shoulder pads, but I don't know why you would really want to have them not like this. Again, butterfly joints. Shoulder moves out that much. You got bicep swivel. A nice elbow joint that gets you a double elbow joint. So that'll get you about there. It's at least where mine is limited to. No, as far as I can tell, yeah, no swivel here, but then you do have some wrist articulation and a hinge right on the hand. Ugh. And again, elbows. Ooh, kind of feeling a little risky with that one. This, you know, articulation in the fists, shoulder, bicep swivel, and butterfly joint. So now that we looked at the articulation and figure as a whole, let's get into some comparisons and final thoughts. When measuring this figure, he stands, say, just under the 11-inch mark. Yeah, just a bit over 10.5 inches. So I think pretty good for this scale. And for a good comparison, we have the Love Triangle 3-pack Marvel Legends 6-inch Wolverine. So got that comparison, and overall, I love this figure. I think it is a great piece in the 12-inch line, which I hope they bring back. They have Daredevil back on Hasbro Pulse, so that's like a good sign, I think. But I love these 12-inch figures. I only have 2 of them so far. I hope to track down Spider-Man as my next one after I pick up Daredevil, of course, because that Daredevil, man, is so awesome. But yeah, this figure looks great. Forgot to mention the arm hair sculpted on and the veins, which looks great. A little disappointed that there isn't any paint on the arm hair, but it's all right. So I forgot to mention that. But yeah, overall, I love this figure. Great piece on the shelf. Great addition to the collection. And yeah, if you liked this review, please give it a like, subscribe, whatever you can do to help out the channel. I hope to get more reviews now that I have this awesome light box that my dad made for me. So yeah, please support in any way. Thank you all for watching. You have a good day.